Having trouble pooping? Watch this, my fine feather friends. Just might be able to help you if you have constipation, which a lot of people do. So when you think of constipation, you think of how to resolve it. I want you to think of three things. First and foremost, it's our three F's. Fluid, fiber, okay, we all get that. Fitness is actually the third one. And so we get it with more fluid, more water running through the GI tract. Water's involved in cellular function. Every cell in our body requires water. Metabolism requires water. It's super important, but it's also important for relieving constipation. Of course, fiber feeds your gut bacteria, makes a gel-like substance that can help to pass through the GI tract, improves the absorption of carbohydrates, helps to slow that process, right? Your gut bacteria eat fiber. They produce things like SCFAs that can control digestion, control appetite, fat storage, all immune function, all these other things, right? So we have fluid and we have fiber, and that's pretty obvious. Like most people know that. How much fiber? 25 grams in a day for adult women, 35 grams a day for adult men, all right? So if you're not getting that, you can use something like chia seeds are absolutely fantastic. Psyllium husk is great, right? So you can supplement with things that have some more fiber, right? Something like glucomannan and all these other things. Now, fitness is really interesting. It makes sense if you're moving around more. We pumping that stuff through the GI tract, right? That obviously is going to help move things through, right? That's pretty common sense. So you'd think if you run around a lot, the movement in general, walking, anything like that, aerobic exercise is going to be good. But also realize that the muscles in your abdominal wall, your pelvic floor muscles, your diaphragm, these are all involved in defecation, right? In pooping. And so if we could strengthen those, that would be great. So what can we do to strengthen them? Well, we got a lot of different abdominal exercises, and everybody knows Kegels as far as strengthening the, pelvic floor muscles, right? But here's 5 exercises that are pretty good for doing both. All right, so we have Kegels, we have glute bridges, we have pelvic tilts. So that's where you're laying on the ground and you're pretty much pressing your low back into the ground and squeezing your core, right? We have bird dogs, all right? If you don't know bird dogs, we've done a video on that and you can look them up. Basically a plank, you lift, one leg and one arm, right? Opposite, the other knee is on the ground, and then you rotate. It's great for your core, great for your low back, great for and squats. Squats are another good one, right? So when it comes to improving gut health overall, we'll talk about a bunch of things that can do that. But before we even do, I want you to realize that having a consistent schedule also helps to regulate your internal clock appropriately. And your internal clock, your circadian rhythm, your diurnal rhythm, right? That clock in our bodies regulates rhythmic and regular bowel movement contractions, right? And bowel movements in themselves. And so, it's important to have a consistent schedule, all right? And that goes for not just pooping, that goes for your whole life, right? Maybe go to bed at a similar time. Maybe wake up, get in a routine, have some level of consistency that could also be helpful. So 2 more things I want to talk about is gut health in itself, and how do we really improve that? That should seem to help with constipation and digestion in general, right? Of course. And what nerves control defecation? All right. So when it comes to gut health, we all know fiber. We all know probiotics, right? And prebiotics and symbiotics, right? Symbiotics combine probiotics and prebiotics. Prebiotics are basically fiber. They feed your gut bacteria, right? Things like polysaccharides, things like beta-glucans, all that kind of stuff. And so, we have that. But what else do we have in terms of food and lifestyle? Coffee is actually great for your gut. Have it black, preferably, especially if you're fasting. You don't want no calories, break your fast. But it's got antioxidants in it, right? It's not just the caffeine that it has. These antioxidants assist the reactions that the gut bacteria go through when they break down the fiber to produce things that can help to improve digestion, and they support the gut bacteria, contributes to a more robust, diverse gut microbiome, right? And so coffee is a good thing. Eat the rainbow. It's not just fiber in itself. Eat a wide array of different types of colorful foods, fruits and vegetables, right? And they all happen to have fiber in them as well, right? So kind of double banger there, right? So we have coffee, we have fiber. We want more sleep and exercise, of course. We want less stress, less smoking, less alcohol, okay? We want less sugar and processed foods, absolutely, all right? If we're talking about gut health in general, And those are a few things that you can do that are pretty simple. Big heavy hitters. Less antibiotics would be another one, right? They'll kill your gut bacteria when it comes to improving gut health. So what nerves control defecation? And kind of how does this work? Well, the internal anal sphincter, right? That needs to relax. And the external anal sphincter, the one on the outside, more so, needs to contract in order to help somebody poop, right? And so what nerves go there? Well, a few different ones go there. But one of the major ones is the pudendal nerve, and that originates in the sacrum, okay? So that originates in the sacrum, and it's nerve roots that differentiate into the pudendal nerve, meaning these nerve roots that start in the central nervous system and then branch off to become other nerves that control defecation, are S2 to S4. So if somebody came in to me with constipation, I would definitely check those nerves out, and I would check their sacral alignment and see if we could make a difference there as well. But if you combine all of these things, maybe, just maybe, it can help you with your constipation. That's what we got for you guys today. Hope you have an amazing Sunday. Let's see what we got on here. Say what's up to everybody. And we're going to go cook some real good food. Eat the rainbow. Eat some fiber. And we're also going to get protein, all this other good stuff. Realtor Johnny always up in here. Joshy Joe, another OG. RX Home. Kendra, how you doing, Zayd? Delajaman. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. That's Sabia, baby. How you doing, girlie? See, I sang a little bit at the end, so it still counts as singing. I want to switch it up. Omar, what's up? KD, Danny Rob, the H System Real Estate. Hey, thanks for coming on. Eagle, what's up? Kennedy, Kim, Tommy Reed, and Stormy. As for now, so we got for you, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, baby. Not sure where, not sure when, but we'll see you then. Have an awesome rest of your Sunday. Thanks so much, and happy Wellness. We'll see you.